Who wants to do mental health?
Just generally speaking, I'm afraid.
Why doesn't need to be back?
The annual conversation really came about from the incredible contribution that children and young people made to G7, and it was felt that if these views, these solutions, these ideas that came out about global issues, why were we not thinking about that about Cornwall?
We get to speak about our opinions.
Because you get to discuss your ideas and you get to bounce them off of each other.
Young people are the future.
How do you feel about Cornwall Council really taking in the opinions of the young people of Cornwall?
I feel like finally taking action, it's going to be a good thing and it's going to change the world we live in right now.
I think it's really important that we make our voices heard, because actually it is our future and on the future lives of our children, because some changes do take too long to actually reverse.
Why is the annual conversation a good idea?
I feel it's good because there's lots of young people who just simply don't get their voices heard. It used to be a child in care. It's quite nice to just have a good talk about everything and make the world a better place.
Young people are quite underrepresented, and this is a way for young people to get their point across and to be heard by other generations.
I think this is a really good opportunity, especially in an area which is obviously not very well represented with a young community at most times. So I think this is a good opportunity to get our points across.
Hi, my name's Honey and I'm part of the annual conversation, and I want to promote people and their ideas as well as mine about climate change, mental health and future opportunities for children.
I think the answer really lies in community involvement. I think one of the biggest things that would help close the gap is for the counsellors to be involved with schools, with community projects, and be there, show themselves, introduce themselves to young people, and vice versa. I think there needs to be more events such as the annual conversation.
I think Cornwall would be a great place to grow up for everyone if all the opportunities were the same as other cities, so people wouldn't move away and they would stay here.
The annual conversation is important to me because it gives me the opportunity to speak to counsellors and ask questions that may help us with our future.
The annual conversation is important to me because it is a chance where I get to communicate with the council. I want to put forward ideas to change the world or change the county.
I think the annual conversation is a good idea because it's a chance for us young people to finally express how we feel about housing and careers, climate and the environment, and how we feel about our mental and physical health.
What do you think the council can do to help young people with their mental health?
It's bringing attention to how we can make the support for mental health more accessible and how we can evolve with the support that we get and how we focus on it and validate each other's feelings around mental health.
How will today affect our future?
The whole idea behind this is to do precisely what we've just been doing, which is to talk to you, but more importantly, you talk to us, so that when we make the decisions we make them bearing in mind what you have told us. So that's the really important part of it.
Every decision, every action that we make now can have a real impact on our future, on my future. That's why, throughout our conversations today, we need to be thinking of the effects of our actions.
A little bit more about the annual conversation, what you guys are talking about.
Something that worries you, how expensive it can be to choose those non-plastic options.
Yeah, like Peter said, it's manufactured a lot and it's quite cheap to make. So supermarkets just don't save money, and they should really be thinking about saving the planet instead of saving money.
If we want to make Cornwall a thriving, sustainable space that offers a clean environment, then we need to get rid of plastic and finish with vegetables.
Reused. Matilda, you've been talking about the importance of recycling.
We need to take one idea forward. However, I think all three of you, what you spoke about, there's probably links between the three, so we might be able to make pledges that link to all three.
We, the Undesigned, pledge to ban new builds being sold to second and third time buyers. I'm just obviously putting it through and trying to actually make this change possible, obviously, and I think it will affect people for the better for the rest of their lives, hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so. Your generation's the future, and the future is always the youth, and good to see you taking an interest and putting ideas forward that we can act on, and hopefully we'll get change done and we'll make a difference to your lives.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We, the Underside, pledge to improve mental health in the surrounding communities. We have agreed to improve transport specifically to reduce isolation, and we want this to be done over time and indeed to be finished by 2030. We want all support groups for mental health by young people, for young people.
We wanted it to be easier for people to be able to talk to their family and to be able to vocalise what they're feeling, as well as making it so we don't have to make a big deal over it. We can just express how we're feeling without having to exaggerate over it.
We, the Undersigned, pledge to develop, with young people, an education campaign to reduce our waste on land and at sea and improve Cornwall's recycling rates.
It's been a really incredible experience to talk to people, and the councillors have been absolutely incredible just listening to our opinions. It's been really good.
With the council, we're going to be organising meetings so that we can be clear about the type of affordable homes and what affordable home actually means. And we'll be working with young people in the council in future meetings.
And I've just been blown away by the enthusiasm and knowledge of the young people in this room. I'm inspired by what I've heard in this room tonight. I really am.
We, the Undersigned, pledge to create an education website to increase awareness of campaigns and action to get involved with.
We pledge to message head teachers via email and the local council to advertise a website with schools, posters and other advertisement resources.
That's it for the annual conversation. We're the Y7 News Cornwall.
See you next time for the next big story
in Cornwall.
Woo!
I walked into